All right, we in the building, man. You understand? Y'all know what it is. STATL Connect Podcast. And today we got a special one, man. We got a special group of brothers too. You understand? That's on with us as well. Give Milwaukee a hand, man. Give them brothers a hand, man. Give Captain Ahmath and his soldiers a hand, man. You understand? And what makes this show so special is this brother here, and I know it hasn't been played much on the news, it hasn't been mentioned. You understand? Captain Dabar Ahmath and his men out there with him, they are the real heroes of the story of the missing 7-year-old Jamal White being returned home safely to his family. You know what I'm saying? And before we get into it, we're gonna turn around and we're gonna play a quick little clip of the incident, and we got another article. We got some twists going on in the thing. Look, the brother had to go back in and straighten out all of the stories. You know what I'm saying? The ball was extremely hands-on with this thing. You know what I'm saying? The brother is a hero. Matter of fact, real quick, if I could, this brother named half of my ribs and all of my kids. So y'all know how special this brother is too. You understand? That brother named everybody. You understand? And he is actually, I remember when we first met, I ain't gonna go too long about it, but we first met, our first Passover. I mean, this is an excellent brother. I ain't just saying it just because we in the ISUPK. I'm saying it because he is really an excellent brother. You understand? He has been nothing but a brother ever since I've known, you know, and me and him, we've been very close. You understand? Like I said, so close, the brother that named my family. You understand? So, but I ain't gonna go too long because the show ain't about me today, my shot. It ain't about me today. It's about that brother and his men in front of him. You understand? But real quick, let's play because I know everybody know about the story, you know what I'm saying, because it made headlines everywhere, you know what I mean? But I just want to play the quick little news clip, you know what I'm saying, that we have, and then we're going to let this brother speak on what actually happened. All right, so play that for me, bro.
Come on, sir.
And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday.
They got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring, about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
All right, Hannah Hilliard, live for us in Milwaukee tonight. Thanks, Hannah.
All right. So, real quick, before we had a brother speak, I know that a lot of people like to say how extreme the ISUPK is, but guess what? In this case right here, he had to be. You understand? A 7-year-old child's life was on the line, and Captain Dabar, his extreme self and his extreme men sprung into action. You know what I mean? And they went, and they are actually the real reason why this young boy was found. You know, and that's why we doing this interview, because we have to turn around and put this out there. You know, when I heard about it, I was like, oh my God. We got to put this out there, and everybody has to know how extreme the ISUPK is. You understand? On the corners and about saving the lives of Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, period. You know what I mean? So, Cap, I'm going to have you go ahead and break it down, man. Give me your version of exactly what happened and how you got into it, you know, and what, I mean, just give me the whole thing, give me the whole rundown.
All right, no sweat. First of all, I'm Captain Dabar, Ahmath, Captain of 10,000 in the Israelite School UPK under Commander General YAHANNA, man. To water for having me, Cap, man. Captain Dabar, one of the heaviest hitters in the Midwest, man. We got Maya Shaolin from Atlanta in this joint, man. 8 Town's finest. For real, for real. You understand? The brave, you know what I mean? So, without further ado, also I do have these strong brothers that were there with me as well. Nothing happens in Milwaukee with just Captain Dabar alone. Everything happens with these strong brothers, man, that the Lord done raised up and ordained to come here and build this city out of the mud. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, we got, I'm going to let these brothers introduce themselves, you know what I'm saying, in rank order.
Hey, shalom. Y'all about to show break a thumb. Y'all smart that by sending y'all shot. I'm also 5,000 support.
Damn right.
Right.
Shalom, y'all about to send my shot break a thumb. Shalom, y'all small about to send y'all shot. I'm also with Pop. And coming out of Milwaukee.
That's right. That's right.
Damn right. Hey, that's it. That's it, brother. I call Samson right there.
Yeah, man. Go ahead without further ado.
Shalom, y'all Basim Yashabaka Thumb. Shalom, Yahweh Shmar Alta Basim Yasham, Officer 500 Kanani out of Milwaukee.
Damn right.
Damn right.
Yeah, we also got Officer of Mungabar in here, man, of 1,000. You know what I'm saying? And we also got Officer Lakam Y'all on the ones and twos in the back. I want to give them a couple other brothers I want to highlight that's from the Milwaukee zone. You know what I mean? We got Officer Tabaka Nas, you know what I'm saying, of 1,000, holding it down for the tribe. You know what I'm saying? We got Officer Ayar, you know what I'm saying, from the tribe of Yashikar, holding it down. Milwaukee. We got Trooper Ash, you know what I'm saying, holding it down for ISUPK Milwaukee. All of the young men, you know what I'm saying, all the young men, all of the sisters, you know what I mean? So, you know, it's an excellent honor, you know what I mean, to be up here and be able to express what's going on about this situation that happened, an unfortunate situation that happened. Also, Cap, we do have a video that I do want to play sometime, probably after I speak, about what happened, you know what I'm saying, from our perspective, because you know what, the news didn't show everything, you know, and that's a beautiful sister, man, that they just showed on the news. That's a beautiful, kind-hearted sister, man, and the family. When we talked to her personally, we went there, you know what I'm saying, literally, and, you know, was able to talk to her, hug her, uplift her, you know what I'm saying, and just see what was going on with the family. Beautiful sister, beautiful spirit, you know, excellent. That's the aunt of Jamal White. Excellent aunt, excellent parent type. And for that narrative to be pushed about it being a plot for a GoFundMe and everything like that. That's
Right.
because it's not true. That's tarnishing the family.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's tarnishing the whole situation about getting Jamal back. That was the whole priority. Is let's get this boy back to his family. But man, the internet, they different. Internet is different, and because we're so indoctrinated by the internet. Well, first it all started with Christianity. Right. Christianity was the number one tool to indoctrinate us. So we'll believe that that angels had sex with women. If we'll believe that Jesus Christ is God and the Holy Spirit all in one person. If we'll believe God loves everybody. If we'll believe that interracial marriage is a goal. If we'll believe that nobody can keep the law, nobody has to keep the law, then of course we'll believe whatever they give us, especially in the situation we in poverty. We'll believe whatever garbage that they spew to us, save the Israelite school of UPK under Commander General YAHANNA. If it wasn't for us out here, man, I don't know what the people would do. I definitely don't thank the Most High Christ for delivering that boy back safe. Now, without further ado, I had to give you the big spiel. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and just get into it like this. First of all, I want to highlight Officer Kananya because this brother is a Milwaukee born and raised, just like Officer Rapayala, but his brother is a very well-known activist, man. We plan to get him on a round table of truth real quick. His name is Von Mays, and he's a very notable character out here in the city of Milwaukee for the community work that he does, the programs that he has for the people. He's also the brother that I did the lecture with about the Kia boys. And that brother, we plan on getting him on a round table of truth. But, him, and also I want to highlight our Mexican brother from the tribe of Issachar, Walter Garron. Walter Garron, man, this brother, he's with the Brown Berets, and he, it started like this. I'm sleeping in my bed. I get a phone call. I see that it's Walter. Walter hit me up. He said, man, did you hear about what's going on with the young brother that got snatched up yesterday? I said, I did. And I was absolutely ready to address this with my men today. He was like, well, I want to get with y'all, brothers, and let's hit the streets and let's go get this done. I said, well, you know what? You in the right spirit because that's exactly what I wanted to do. So let's meet me at the school. So then we met at the school. Of course, we chopped it up, got everything together, and then we just headed out. When we headed out, we went to the family's house. Give you a brief synopsis. So we went to the family's house. When we get to the family's house, we can't locate it. So when we got on the block, we ended up at the wrong house first. A Mexican brother come out of his driveway, tell us where to go. So we went down the street. He gave us his account of what happened, what he saw. And then we went down the street and we went to another house. We went to the house. It wasn't the house, but it was one of the houses that had the surveillance footage on it that was surrendered to the authorities. And then so what happened was we chopped it up with them, and they was looking at my brothers like they wanted a husband immediately. I just want y'all to know, if you're in the city of Milwaukee, I don't give a damn where you at. If you want one of these brothers, just give me an inbox. I will make it happen if you can earn them. Nevertheless, I got to get a tech plug for my brothers, man. They work so damn hard out there, man. Every brother needs some comfort. You know what I mean? So, so what happened is, they told us a story, and then they pointed us to the exact house. So we went to the exact house. And then so the sister comes out. I don't want to say her name because I don't know if she wanted her name released yet. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to her yesterday about it. You know what I'm saying? But we still gonna touch bases. But I don't want to put her name out there. But this is the aunt of Jamal White. So she came to the door, came out. We offered our services to her, and we get into conversation with her. And what we wanted to do at that time was just get on our platforms because, the Brown Berets, his brother Walter Garron, he started a mobile news link. He knows the mayor. He knows a lot of notable people in Milwaukee. So he has a platform that really hits. You know what I'm saying? So far, that video, the live that we did, man, the streams is up there. The second day was 15,000.
That's
right. So you know, he has a big presence. Also, I let her know that the Israelite School UPK has an international presence, so that when we put her on our platform, let alone hell, Instagram already was playing it, Facebook was already airing it, the news was airing it, but it wasn't no lead. Right. So then I started to ask her investigative questions, and so when I was doing that, we ended up being able to talk to the father. So as we talking to the father, you know, you can see the pain on him, man. You know, just think about it. Aside from what happened, you know what I mean? Most brothers aren't trained like we are in the UPK, which is why we say, bring your men here and we'll turn them into soldiers. The first instinct of a man sometimes is fight or sometimes is flight. You understand? So we can't blame that brother for what he did in that moment, because who's to say you would have did something different in that moment? Nobody, unless you're trained under Commander General YAHANNA.
That's right.
You understand? Now, with that being said, you know, you can see the pain for the loss of his son. This man absolutely showed expressions of loving his son and wanting his son back. He conveyed that to us, did he not? He said, whatever y'all got to do, man, I just need my son back, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying? He was like, whatever y'all want to do it. I'm telling you to do it. Now, of course, in the Israelite School UPK, we're not crash outs, we're not dummies, and we understand the law. So there's a method that we're going to take it to where we needed to take it. You know, and Commander General YAHANNA was fully aware of everything that's going on. Captain Mawakwai was fully aware of everything that was going on. So don't ever think we move without counsel.
That's right.
Now, so now, after we had these questions answered, now we wanted to formulate a plan. So our plan was from there is to go to the mayor's office and go to the nearest precinct and put pressure on them. Go to the alderman, go to the city councilman, and have pressure applied to them. Now, before we could do that, a few cars pulled up. First car pull up, it's a couple brothers and a sister. So they get out, they greet us. Now, they're not related to the family, but they get out, they greet us. They're a search party. Then another car pulls up, has a devil in the car, and then another sister. Now, this devil was from Racine. I don't remember his name. But, you know, and then there was a Puerto Rican cat that pulled up. He's supposed to be coming to class soon, too, as well, y'all. He pulled up, but he didn't get out of the car. I went to his car. He told me, man, listen. He said, you see what I got right here? He had a firearm right there on the what you call it. He said, you see what I got right here? We're going to find this young brother. Now, I'm telling you, while Dr. Umar Johnson is telling you not to defend the Mexicans and and turn your back on your Latino brothers, I'm telling you right now, that's a flaw.
That's right.
That's an absolute flaw. Because these brothers they didn't have to be here.
That's right.
This brother, Puerto Rican brother, pulled up with concern on his heart for this boy. Right. He's willing to throw his life away if he catch who got this boy.
Right.
You understand? Now, he like, yeah, when I find him, you already know, I'm going to text you, but just don't call me back because you already know. And I said, no, that's not what you're going to do. I said, you're going to call me. You understand? You're going to call me. You're going to text me. You're going to let me know what's up. And then we'll handle it from there. But you ain't throwing your life away.
Right.
That's right.
You know what he told me? Yes, sir. Now, he don't know me from Adam or Eve.
That's right.
You understand? And if you let P. Diddy tell you, he don't know me from Steve. Then today, though, you know, he ended up, you know, riding off or whatever. But he had that on his heart. So we get another car pull up. Looks like the mother and a couple more people in the car. And then boom, we get a what you call it. Now, mind you, whole time, his brother Von Mays, him and his team, they already on the streets. You understand? They on the streets doing their thing. They, you know, doing their ones and twos. And it's damn near like it all worked together as a collective.
That's right.
Because Von and his squad, is putting pressure. Me and my squad adding pressure. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, now it's getting to a point where the pressure is about to absolutely be applied. We get a hit from a source that say that the boy is on this street, blah, blah, blah. Soon as it happened, no questions asked. Well, as soon as I heard it, I said, where? All right, we on it. we hopping that Durango. We gone. Now, we get to the scene. The atmosphere of the scene is, you know, it's not a lot of people there at first.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we get to the scene, and y'all brothers can jump in whenever y'all feel like y'all want to jump in. But, you know, it's not a lot of people right now on the scene. As soon as we pull up, Vaughn is already there. So he see us. He's live. You know what I'm saying? He see us. He see his brother Kananya. So he greet me. He know how we get. He know how we greet. So, you know, he greet me. Boom. He greet Kananya. Now we get to the business. Now, a vigilante seed is out there. You understand? Now, mind you, this is the same block where his brother did an act of vigilantism and he got charged for it. He actually just settled it. And I don't want to tell his story too much because we're going to get him on a round table of truth. Out of all of the things this brother been doing in the city of Milwaukee, that's been absolutely instrumental. So I don't want to even tell his story, but, you know, you see people starting to get antsy. Where the boy at? Where he at? Oh, he in this house right here. Right. Oh man, here we go. So then now they coming to me. Now when they see us, everybody's gravitating to us like they're the superheroes are here. I just want you to know that's the whole mood of everybody out there. That's right. The superheroes are here. Right. That's what it looked like. I'm telling you straight up, Cat. That's how it was. Now, yeah. So they start coming up to us. People don't even know us. They start coming up to us. Yeah. So that's the way we can get through the house in the back, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like we can go in there, do our thing, bring the boy out, blah, blah, blah. So now I remember the words that I was given in counsel about the whole situation. So we walk to the back. My main job is to keep people from going to jail. You see, understand? So the back was wide open, the door was wide open. This is what we were being told. And so boom, once we about to go towards the door, now the FBI, it's like you can't even make this up. Yeah, right. The FBI wasn't there at first. Soon as we about to go towards the door, boom, FBI there. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, bet. So I said a little question to the FBI, but the FBI being the Edomite, he don't understand. Now, once we hit the alley, everybody that started to pull up started hitting the alley. And I'm realizing this, like, okay, this is about to become mob action. So what I did was I asked him a question, but the devil don't realize that people in Milwaukee don't give a damn about law enforcement. They just really don't. If they wanted to run into that house, they would have pushed the FBI out the way, ran into that house, and did what they wanted to do. Right. And that's what I'm telling you about the city of Milwaukee. Black people and Hispanic people in Milwaukee, they love each other. Right. They done built this because, now listen, a little history on the city, get me right, a little history on the city, there was a time about 40 years ago where you couldn't cross the bridge if you was black. You understand? You couldn't cross the bridge on the south side if you was black, and on the south side, you couldn't cross the bridge if you was Hispanic. They was warring with each other out here. That's right. And then the war stopped and peace came. Now you got blacks and Hispanics living on both sides, and they done became family, man. Right. You understand? And so they don't want to, you know, they saw what law enforcement does to you out here. You know, there's a video going on how they was pulling young brothers over and, you know, following with their manhood, man. Right. Like straight up trying to take these brothers' manhood, whatever they can do. It's insane. So back on track. Now, I'm telling this cat, like, yo, we just need you to answer a couple questions, because if you don't, these people about to get crazy. Yeah. So, but then the sister started talking, which was a diversion, which was great, because then I used that as a segue to move the crowd from the back of the alley. So we moved the crowd from the back of the alley, they gonna follow us to see what we're gonna do anyway. So because of that engagement, we was able to move the crowd from the back of the alley, go back to the front. Now, here's what I'm telling you, man. It's some nutcases out there, but then you got this Moorish cat. This Moorish cat, he got, now I don't know if you know, Milwaukee at Wisconsin period is an open carry state. So the cat has his firearm on his hip, couple clips, couple extra mags, or whatever the case may be. So that will embroaden a man's spirit and give him extra courage when you don't need to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he's getting extra antsy. I want to go kick in the door, man. It's all about the boy. I'm like, man, nah. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we need to do out here. But he want to do it. But at this time, right before, because, okay, so the moving parts that made the FBI want to hurry up and get on the scene is that, let me tell you something about the internet. Let me tell you something about the internet. And your phones, man, it's unhinged. Yeah. The FBI, whatever we heard, they knew. And by the time we was on the scene, they was on the scene. It's like damn near like they was tapping phones. Yes. You see what I'm saying? So they was already on their way while we on our way. Man, by the time before anybody could go in there and get the boy, the FBI went in there and got the boy, brought him out. Right? So now the crowd is some of the people in the crowd don't know that the boy held. Even me at some point. So you'll see the video chopped up the way it's chopped up. At one point, I didn't even know he had got brought out. You see what I'm saying? But then once we ended up getting word, which of course it's not in the sequence that it should have been in, but it's chopped up by none other than Lakam Ya'ala, one of the best cats we got. You know what I'm saying? On the so that ended up happening, and so with that news, we was able to calm the crowd, you know. And so, hell, I'm okay. So now I'm telling the people getting happy, blah blah blah. So now, once they get the news, the tape. Okay, so we're on one end of the tape, then the house. And then on the other end of there's another tape, and then a crowd down that way. In the crowd down that way, there's the devil that was there at the house with us when we was in the car, when we was getting in the cars headed towards the scene where the family was at. So myself and Walter, the family as well, and that car and a few more cars were all headed there at the same time. Same time, FBI was headed there, same time. So, but the family is, some of the family is on the outside of the street, some of the family is on the other side of the street. Now, here you go. Here's how the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
The white man decides to use our pain for white gain. And here's what he did. He decided that once we all knew that Jamal White was safe and sound based on the pressure that we put on law enforcement, now the whole crowd is triumphant about that because, you know, we were able to do our investigation more thorough than the FBI. Yes. We were able to put boots on the ground at the pace before the FBI. They just had resources to, you know, lock off the scene and stuff like that. But because the relief of the crowd, I ended up clapping. Once I clapped, ZQ clapped. Everybody in the school clapped. Then the whole crowd claps. Everybody like, woo! Yeah, everybody's happy. Then on the other side, they woo! And that gave that devil, the devil from the other side of the street, that gave him all the ammunition he needed to say this. He goes, white, black, brown, unite. What? Now, mind you, my shirt says black and brown, unite or die. That's what my shirt says. Right. You understand? My shirt says that. I think Yaradan is the one that made them shirts, right? Yeah. Yeah, y'all big up to Yaradan. Real nigga university. if you need one of those, go to diverscitymall.com. You know what I'm saying? They got deals and everything like that for the. You know I got to plug them, DG Salaki.
And what?
You know, we got all the merch. You know what I'm saying on that on the website diverscity.com. Go see, man. Support this truth and what we doing under Commander General YAHANNA. You know all the proceeds gonna go to putting it right back into this work.
That's right.
So go to diverscitymall.com, do your thing. Big up the Captain Malquad, you know what I'm saying, that runs the Midwest.
That's
Man,
right.
man, you know what I'm saying, that Commander General YAHANNA sit out here to build this zone up, and it's doing it at a tremendous speed, tremendous pace. Right. Man, listen, I got a lot of honor for this brother. Now, he goes white, black, brown, unite. When he say that, I look at ZQ, I look at Kananya. The fuck is he talking about?
Right.
Right. He ain't do. He didn't lead a charge.
Yeah.
We led the charge.
Right.
He didn't lead this charge. We did.
That's right.
Right.
So I don't even understand what he's talking about. He didn't lead the charge on either end. Vaughn and his team on the other end led that charge, and we led the charge from there.
Right.
How in the fuck is this devil talking about what? And it seems like he on this side of the crowd, and then there was this white woman on our side of the crowd. One white woman, the same one that was with them in the beginning. Remember? She over there with us. He's over there with them, and it seems like some old agent type activity going on, because as soon as he said it, you know who tried to say it? The white woman on our side. And that's when I shut it down.
That's right.
I shut it down right there. We got the footage. You know what I'm saying? We have the footage. I want that to be shown, because now this is the type of leader that you need in Milwaukee.
That's right.
You understand? This is the type of leader that you need in Chicago, St. Louis, New York, Philly, everywhere. Because if not, that crowd would have been swayed to say white, black, brown, unite, even though they did not want to say it.
Yeah.
How do I know that the crowd didn't want to say it? Because right when I said, yeah, nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing it.
Right.
They was like, yeah, what? Why would we say that?
Right.
Why would we say that? I said, yeah, nah. If anything, it's black and brown unite overall. They was like, yeah.
Right.
Now I got the Mexican brother right next to me. He like, yeah. Listen, y'all gonna see the tape. He like, yeah, man, we're not standing with that. It's right. Black and brown unite round. Man, listen, it was getting rough. You know what I mean? Right when I say that, the white woman go, what? Black, brown unite. And she knew. You ever seen somebody try to clap, give her applause, but that wasn't the time for the applause? They thinking everybody's gonna clap it. Nah, that's how hers was. And so once I shut that down, then she switches back over to what this side of the crowd was saying. And she like, yeah, because if he was black, nothing. If he was white, yeah, they would have absolutely been had him on time. Now, here's another aspect of what happened. When Jamal was abducted, it took all the way up until 12 o'clock that night to even release an Amber Alert.
That's right.
That's the issue. And that was the thing that sparked the whole city.
That's right.
That was the thing right there that sparked the city. So we already knew what the crowd was going to be on. Man, it's a beautiful tape, man. And big up to our king and our bring up to the Most High and our King.
That's
Yahawashi, man. Because listen, man, under Commander General YAHANNA, man, Commander General YAHANNA, he just raised real niggas, man.
That's right.
You understand? I didn't see no purple in that crowd. That sea of people, I ain't see no purple. I ain't see no candy cane. I ain't see no GMS. I for sure ain't see no goddamn Sakari.
Right.
I ain't see no Genesis. I ain't see none of that.
Right.
They not prepared to go to the trenches.
That's right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now from firsthand experience. In Chicago, we was in the trenches with OTF,
That's right.
with the GDs, with the Moles, with the Stones, with the Lords. You understand? Hell, I was in a confrontation with the Latin Kings.
That's right.
At the Mexican Day, Taste of Mexico. Don't believe me? It's brothers that was there.
That's right.
Brother, it was about 18, 19, 20 Latin kings. They had one tall Goliath height type of Latin king. I didn't even think Puerto Ricans could grow that tall. You understand? Yeah, they was out there. And you know, we face our situations like men. Yeah, I mean, we don't pick and fight. I mean, we don't pick fights, but we win them. And we don't run from fights. We fight. I don't give a damn what fight it is. And we was definitely we didn't have the numbers.
Right.
At that Mexican, that Taste of Mexico, it was like 30 of them and like 5 or 6 of us.
That's right.
And at that time, the brothers had went off to get something to eat. I'm carrying you on over to something else, but it's all to say a certain point. Now, at that point, it was just me and Lamont and Kawan. And the rest of the brothers weren't even there. We was fresh out of Hebrew Academy, so you know what we was on. Anybody ever graduated Hebrew Academy? Let me give you a hand.
All right.
If you fresh out of Hebrew Academy like Kananya is, listen, there's nothing that can stop you.
That's
You ready for whatever combat is coming your way.
That's right.
You ready to try this out in real time.
Right.
And that's what we was at the Taste of Mexico.
Right.
But one thing about Hebrew Academy that it taught me is to always have the Lord with you, and that's how it happens. And so, you know, soft words will gain a friend. You understand? And so that's how we did it right there, and that's how you do it all the time. I said that to say this. When it came to this crowd, not only were we prepared to do what we needed to do, but we always prepared to, you know, go against the opposition.
That's right.
And the opposition is in the form of our own brother who's lost in moral science.
right.
You understand? That he was the only one out of the crowd, the one with the gun on his head. He was the only one out of the crowd that opposed me saying no, it's black, brown, unite. He was the only one. So you're gonna see the footage. He talking, bro, I don't care nothing about that. All we care about is that the boy's back and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I care. The Lord cares.
Right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, what y'all don't see is the sea of people behind us. You understand? That's what you don't see. You don't know who with somebody in the crowd. This brother got a weapon on his hip, you know, and I can look at Kananya and I can see he's yearning to use his Yakaraj. But it's my job to make sure that these men get home. You understand? Now, that was my primary focus, was to get these brothers back home to their families.
That's right.
And so that we could continue the work of the Lord without incident.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, and I wanna just say something on behalf of the family before we play the video, Cap, if we could.
No,
Man,
go ahead, bro.
For the people that's pushing that false narrative, y'all gotta stop that kind of stuff.
That's right.
Because you'll destroy your brother's reputation and you'll destroy his fight for you know what I'm saying, for just to live. Stop that.
That's right.
It's against the laws of God to bear false witness against your neighbor.
That's right.
And we have become a lawless people, man. That could absolutely get a man hurt. It's people out here that's ready to take action on their own. That's why we was even there to do crowd control. The people wanted to take action on their own. So who's to say, like that Puerto Rican brother there, he was ready to pull up and go blow that brother, blow them cats' head off who took Jamal. Who's to say that somebody else won't want to pull up on the father and try to do something to him, or pull up to the mother and try to do something to him based on a false narrative that put them in danger?
Right.
You cannot do that.
Right.
And now it's Commander General YAHANNA's job to counsel this family after the hurt that they went through and after having to suffer the slander on their name.
That's right.
And I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I've already followed up with them.
That's right.
And if they don't give me a call back by skin 30, I'm gonna call in and find out what's going on.
That's right.
So, man, be careful out here what y'all doing, man. Be careful. Make sure you be an honorable person. You be an honorable individual, because you lack empathy and compassion. Because if it was you, you would absolutely be destroyed. That your people turn their back on you in your time of need.
Right.
man, in Israelite School UPK, we are here for you in a time of need. Also, here's what I need. Since I'm here for you, I need you to do something for me. Send your sons into the Israelite School UPK.
That's right.
In Milwaukee.
Right.
So that I can do with the power of our King what you have no want to do, which is raise this army up and have a real unified front, so that when times like this happen again, we can get things done even more faster paced and with even more militancy and even more discipline and even more wisdom that only comes from the Most High, our power and our King Christ under Commander General YAHANNA is right.
That's right.
That's right.
All right. With that, I'm ready to watch that video. I'm ready to take some questions. Cap, you got the whole panel here. We rocking it out with you.
And as y'all can see, Captain Dabar Ahmath is no coward. You understand?
Right.
Brother is no coward and taking on large crowds by himself, and with just few brothers, ain't nothing new or nothing strange to him. And he understands he's done it before. Okay, his brother has done it before, and like he said, here go the devil. And that was an amazing story, brother. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you really laid it out there. You understand actually what happened? You know, because when I saw the couple of clips that I saw on the news and things like that, I knew that wasn't the whole story. Even before I found out that you know what I'm saying, that led the charge. Before I even found, like, it just seemed like something was missing. You know what I mean? And like I said, to hear you give, you know, your version of the story of exactly what happened, yeah, I can understand it now. And the devil tried to take complete credit for something that he had nothing to do with. You know, like there's a saying in the world, you just won't let me be great. They just will not let us be great. You know what I mean? They don't want us to be great. Although he said, white, black, and brown unite. Lord have mercy. Where did he get that from?
And look, and if I could,
go ahead, Cap.
If I could, Cap. Now, didn't they want America to be great?
That's right.
Now, as soon as we get to making our nation great, they will steal that too. In 100 years, Michael Jordan gonna be white. I digress.
That's right.
Hey, I'm telling you, you see that statue of MLK, even though he was a traitor, they made him white. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't doubt what you said. All of our people, they're gonna be white in their eyes and on the paper. You know? But guess what? One thing that ain't gonna change is the men in the ISUPK, the Commander Junior YAHANNA is raised as soldiers. You understand? Like you said, we ain't running from no fight. We ain't running from no danger. You understand? We are the only ones that actually have the solution to these problems that we face. You know? Like Cap said, he is the type of leader that is needed in every city where our people is at. You know, because guess what? They don't have the answers. They do not have the answers. Like he said, no other group was even out there. You know, they're supposed to have all these men, all this knowledge and all this heart, but you ain't see nobody out there. You know, nobody but the ISUPK and some other brothers that was in the world. You know, so like I said, I mean, that was crazy. But I did, but real quick, I know you want to get to the video. I think I did hear about 5 or 6 different stories. Like you said, it was the family set it up for GoFundMe, and it was daddy, and then it was the mama, and then it was both of them. I heard several different things, you know, and something else that you said was correct. What you said about the internet, you are correct about that. You do gotta watch, you know, narratives that's being pushed. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it may seem like, you know, from the video that, you know, whatever you may conclude, you know, because I know a lot of people were saying, yeah, that looked kind of funny, you know. And why did he run and leave his son and all that? Like you said, something else was our people in the world are not trained for this. They're not trained. They don't have the knowledge that we have. Yeah, it might be tough. They might have, you know, artillery. They might have some hands or whatever. but they don't have it up here. They not trained to do this. You know what I mean? So they instinct, like you said, in most cases would be instead of fight, it'd be flight. You know? So yeah, but big ups to you and your men again, brother. You understand, for that excellent job that you all did, display of heroism. You understand? I mean, man, that was amazing. You know, and to hear that, I mean, y'all was about to go in the field. You know what I'm saying? I already know y'all was coming out of there with that boy. I already know you were. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I know you personally. I know you brothers personally. You understand? You, Samson. You understand? My man, the Quan, all the mighty brothers. You got some mighty men right there with you. That's your brother just coming out of Hebrew Academy. I can see it on his face. I can see it on him. You know what I mean? So, but like I said, man, look, let's get to the video that you all have that y'all want to play, and then if any other brother want to, hear their story, add to it or whatever. But yeah, man, excellent job though. You know, excellent job. Big up.
That's like if I could out of one.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, come on, sir. I just want to say the water to Captain Dabar Ahmath and the men down there for handling that right there, because like Captain Nagal was saying, it was a bunch of different stories out there, and I heard a lot of crazy stories myself. And it was crazy when Cap called me about the whole situation in the interview that was going on, because my reel was like, "What's going on down there? What's the stance? What's going on in Milwaukee and this and that?" And I said, "Hold on." I said, "Wait till we get Captain Bob Mob on the phone. He's gonna give you the real story." I'm not here at this point in time. I blocked out all the stories. You know what I'm saying? I know Cap gonna come with the truth, because we don't lie in here. We don't mislead. We don't do none of that. I said, listen to this interview. Let Cap bring it out and tell you the real situation, what's going on down there. So I just want to take the water to you, Cap, and the men under you, sir. The water.
Damn right.
Damn right. And if I could say, man, the water to you for being the brave, man, that y'all have to be out there in that city that you in. And also the water to every brother in the Israelite School UPK, because Captain Dabar is not an anomaly. You understand? Captain Dabar is not one out of a million. Man, listen, man, the Lord done raised up warriors out here. I'm talking about wherever you go that there's an Israelite School UPK, it will behoove you to get with them brothers, because these are the ones that will not run. We don't run. So, I mean, man, I can't take credit for this, man. This is the Lord, man. And it's always the Spirit of the Lord. You know what I mean? Especially when you're in that crunch time situation. Hell, man, this ain't the first time. It's just the first time that, that hit, national news or whatever. But, man, me and Amunga Bar, we done saved lives, gunshot victims. You understand? We done ran out the house right here in Milwaukee. Ran out the house, go save a life. You understand? Like, man, there is no coward in the UPK. That's right. If there is a coward in the UPK, let me tell you something, Mr. Coward, that's in the UPK. Of course, I'm talking to nobody. There's nobody in the UPK that's a coward. But if you're in the UPK and Satan is in your mind telling you that you're not strong enough, let me tell you something, brother. Block that shit out immediately. That's right. You took an oath to the Lord to protect these people, man, and to be a father to the fatherless, and to protect every man, woman, and child in the spirit of the Lord. That's the right. Manager YAHANNA, he never would allow a coward into these ranks. That's right. Do you see the examples that we have? Like Commander YAHANNA, and man, what I've done is nothing compared to what Commander YAHANNA done done. That's right. What General Muhammad done. Right. You understand? General Mayab. You understand? General Haas, General Kathungabar, General Shawamar, General Q. Man, listen, you hear these stories, that's nothing. But you know what? I tell you what, I done mellowed down a little bit. I know Samson done mellowed down a little bit. It was times where we ready to whoop ass. You understand? We don't listen. We don't play. First camp ever, there was a brawl. Listen, I don't think nobody ever even knows about that. That's like top secret level shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my French. I don't mean to, be doing all this on the joint, but my first camp ever in the ISUPK there was a brawl in Oregon, man. You understand? And there was 9 of us. It's a sea of white people. And listen, we don't run.
That's right.
You know, what is that?
Right.
What is running?
Right.
I done ran too much in my life. I can continue running. Man, we faced that crowd and we whooped ass.
That's
Big up to Lamaki Allah. Lamaki Allah is famous for a Superman. Lamaki Allah flew, I'm telling you right now, from my account, Lamaki Allah flew in the air and came down and descended on the devil with a punch out of, it's like damn near, you ever seen Angels in the Outfield?
Right.
In that movie, it's an old Disney movie.
Right.
Angel in the Outfield is about basketball, where the angel will be like he'll be with you on the bat, holding the bat, and then you'll knock it out. Man, listen, I'm telling you, when Lamar hit that joint, he had the cape on his garment too. When he jumped in the air, it's like he jumped 15 feet in the air, brother, and came down with the most perfect punch I've seen in a long time. And when he punched that devil, man, it was lights out for that devil. He was out to fight.
Right.
And stuff like that was happening while we're in combat against these devils. Let them know that you're not just fighting one man. You're fighting a man with the strength of 100 people.
That's right.
Because the angels fight with the men of the Lord. The angels, the spirit of the Lord fights with men who stand up in courage and fight to put this work out into the earth, put this truth out into the earth. And let me tell you something, brother. It's a glorious thing to die at camp.
Yeah,
it's a glorious thing to die at camp.
Yeah,
you understand? Listen, I'm telling you straight up. If I'm gonna die anyway, let it be remembered that Dabar Ahmath died at camp.
Right.
You understand? So that my brothers could be even more encouraged, not turn into cowards, but even more. Right. Don't you know that the UPK was built off of men who stood because their leader was put to death at camp by some suckers? When everybody else left, 7 men stayed.
That's right.
And they wanted to go to war and continue to go to that. That's our pedigree.
That's right.
You understand? Let me stop me, the Goggle Bar. Stop me, priest. Because I keep going, Cap. Lock it, sir. I'll do it.
Right.
But man, I just wanna big up just the spirit of the Lord, man.
That's right.
That's a rarity in this earth. It just is. You know what I mean? So that's all I wanted to say. And also, after we watch this video, I want you to see how many people in Milwaukee that ride up and down by this school see us all the time and just really just want to stop and say hello. Stop and bring their children into the school. Because once after that was done, we started handing out flyers. And every time we handed a person a flyer, it's like, you know, hell, a sister pulled me to the side. I can't make this up. She pulled me to the side and said, I just want you to give me justice from somebody who brandished a gun at me. And I'm like, sis, that's what we here for. We here for that. You know what I'm saying? She was about to cry and everything. She got my number and everything like that. Like, so, you know, just how many people knew who we were already, why we were there.
Right.
It was amazing, man. And that's why we do this work.
That's right.
We do this work because of that. I yield.
So like Captain Gall, you there, sir? Captain Gall, you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Come y'all get to the video, my Yashala.
Okay, come on.
He gonna play the video. You got it, Lacombe? All right, no sweat. We waiting on you. Can y'all see the video?
He gonna have to add it on stage.
Hold on, Lacombe.
I added on stage for him. I got him. I added on stage for him. Just tell him to rewind.
Yep, just rewind it. All right.
I can't hear you. Oh, he said white, black, brown.
I don't know about that.
God don't do that. Everybody unite. That's right. God don't do that. He wants black and brown to unite. I got my key. Lock it.
Here come go.
Bus.
Hey, Cap, what's going on right here, Cap?
Man, right now, we at the location where we think the boy was found at. Somewhere around these abandoned houses and stuff like that. If you look over there, you'll see.
My brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Watch my ops and we all been out here. We all about that my father's work. Yahweh, Shah. I'm from this move all the time. My ladies found. We follow the order. I told you. Full of culture, you ain't thought of. Streets I was taught on. Type you can really depart on. Bought, sold, and I fought on. Charges I caught on. They call it the cause of the heart that I got for assault on my block. Snitch, I am not. Hate for a cop. My enemy sent against me.
Thank y'all. But if you want to stick around here by the sister, I see the yellow tape and that is never a good thing. So make sure that she doesn't lose it because their auntie's coming. The baby's empty and remember, oh, you want to come with me? Check the house first. What house? Their house in the corner. We disrespected.
Earth, we the truth, I know it hurt. Fruitless to believe your words. It ain't about nothing, you bluffing. Scared, go to church. True definition of Christian win. We got 15 men, we got 2 or 3. But the difference is, we got discipline. Nigga, listen here. War with these warriors, get your whole existence clear. Talking you, your house, all your ribs and kids. Screaming, oh my God, with the vengeance hands. So I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work. Beat my ribs, she suffer all my hurt. Give her all my love, she about that work. While I put my brick in and do his work. Put my brick in and do his work.
If you wait for me, you wouldn't need to talk about it. Walk right on down on the back of your shoe. They just put this right here when they just kicked me from back there. But the house was wide open. It's the house downstairs. The doors was wide open. Some of the windows, it's a newly updated house. It's some equipment there, but that's it. It's the downstairs house for sure. Someone lives upstairs, but the downstairs home is where he was at. I walked in the house because they left it wide open.
That's right.
But then they catch me with the door where it's wide open.
We're all parents here, brother, and we just care about the kid. That's all we're doing.
What's your intention?
What's up? Yeah, right.
Don't nobody care who he is.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's trying to make sure this
it's a good ending. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let's go take a picture for the sister before she goes. You can walk.
We're waiting for
Under Commander General Young.
we're waiting for
The whole idea, and the FBI and the police don't have a clue what the hell I'm trying to stop. Black people, we don't care about FBI. We don't care about no police. Brother, it could go up at any moment. You understand? When I ask them for information about what's going on, of course they got a job to do. But you're looking at a crowd of black people that's growing like the sea and washes on the shore. If somebody don't do crowd control out here, brother, FBI don't matter who the hell they are. This could turn real violent real quick.
Sorry to interrupt. Brother, I just heard from an officer the kid is alive and well. They checked him out and he's well. So that was my main concern. Todo el mundo también aquí que nos está viendo para que sepan, el niño está bien, the kid is well.
Right here is Walter, man. This is Walter Gadron. We're going to have him on a round table of truth. We out here in these streets, man, in Milwaukee. And this is what it takes for black and brown people to come together.
Yeah, we got to
do what
stand
we
up.
need to do.
Stand up.
As long as that boy is safe, we feeling all right.
Amen, amen. And thank you so much for all your response and all these militant people, man. Much love and respect to you, for real. So, muchachos, como están viendo, entonces tenemos un final feliz, estuvo bueno, es lo más importante aquí.
They say he good though. They say the boys. They say he all right. Nah, it's the one right there. I think that White House right there, brother. They say he good. They say he good.
Oh God, I need to confirm.
Yeah, they say he good. He alive.
Yeah, we've been oh God, we've been out here all day. Swear to God. Oh my God. Hey, we made it.
And my mama, there you go, sir. ISUPK, now remember, there you go. So, we want to do what? Look at here, pero al final eso es lo que es.
They can see us. They ain't bring nobody out yet. We ain't see them bring nobody out yet. That's why I'm still here. We ain't see nobody yet.
No arrest, no.
Nah, they see here. Okay, maybe they want to tell us that he good and all that, so that we can disperse. But obviously, you see this crowd growing like the sea. We ain't gonna know where they gonna have to show us.
Show yelling in them apartments, baby J, and you hear his face. I swear to God, like.
All right, everyone's going to be reunited, and there's nothing wrong with that. And God bless them. So, guys, thank you for speaking with us.
We said that earlier. He exactly where you know he gonna be.
On God. And I told them, I've been saying that. They not, because where we went, we was out in West Dallas, because that's where one of the accomplices was dropped off at. So we went over there, was yelling in the windows, yelling at his name and everything. Yeah, I think that's why, yeah. Hell yeah. And passing out fires all day. I'm just so happy that you found. I knew it.
Absolutely.
Them people trying to help us, give their ass some information. On my mom, they can't do shit.
Let them hear that recording of that lady.
Only a criminal wouldn't want to work with what can help you. You know what I'm saying? Here's what I'm saying.
They ain't bring nobody out.
Well, right now they got the investigation going in.
I did. I ain't with no freestyle rules, none of that.
Not when it comes to no kids. Not exactly. When it comes to our kids,
when it comes to anything, you hear what I'm telling you? When it comes from right or wrong, morality, I don't give a fuck. Right? I'm standing on the side of what's right. That's just it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in the community got to learn how to do that. Then we'll be a better community out of it.
You gotta see me come out the house.
Oh, my mama, we found them, on God. We done got them. We done found that baby, on God.
Yeah! The auntie and the mom is
I can't hear you.
Oh, he said white, black, brown.
I don't know about all that.
Good now.
That's our problem. That's our problem. We just ready to unite with God don't do that. Everybody unite. God don't do that. He wants black and brown to unite.
I hear what you're saying, but this ain't about no black and brown. It's about this shorty. They was out here. Everybody was out here.
That's
what that is.
That's fine.
I'm gonna step with y'all, but at the end of the day, it's about that shorty.
That's the point.
I don't give a fuck if you red, black, or brown.
I do.
About that kid.
But I do, and we all do. We all need to care about that. Everybody got to care about that. Because I tell you what, if it was Amber, we would have found that out quick. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I'm not worried because none of them motherfuckers can do shit.
Absolutely.
Whatever they have to pay, I'm over here putting that water.
If it was a white kid, we wouldn't have had to put no boots on ground to find this baby, man.
That's where we at.
Oh, man, but we got him though. We got him though, but we're not finna do that. Nah.
Well, I think we can take over now. We don't. Honestly, I don't want to.
I want to make sure that they come out with this book.
Oh no, the boy's already gone. Yeah, they took him already. They checked him. They took him to a hospital.
Pass them out.
That's what she was saying.
Everybody on the south
pass them out.
She was saying that the cops were telling me that she didn't want to be.
Hey, well, Paul, y'all, hold on. You get a couple of those, please. I'm about to give you the info right now, bro. Are you guys on? That's how they use shit. They use that shit against us to unite with the same people that put us in this situation. No, right now is what's important. We got the boy.
Like you an Israelite. You an Israelite. I'm a Moor.
Right. You should know.
At the end of the day, bro, it's about what we can do to change.
That's the point.
You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about. I know that that's not my character. I'm ready to go in that house.
They got him. Oh, yeah. Boy gone. They got him out of here. They checking his vitals. He ain't even on the scene right now. Okay. So it ain't even let them. Now you let them white folks do their job.
That's our job. That's our job. They took from us. Yeah, we got to do our job.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
They can't be just him over there saying white everybody. We need to unite. Look at this fucking shit. Look at Milwaukee. Milwaukee don't give a fuck about us. When our kids go, we got to deal with that shit. Our mamas got to cry, and then we the one taking it. We the one shooting down.
White people really care about us? They don't give a fuck about us, man. If they would, we wouldn't be in this fucking neighborhood. We would have been sitting with their fucking white folks.
What we need to do though is as a people, we need to come together, sit down, chop the shit
talk
up.
That talk then, like
we
that.
need to do our own fucking
talk that talk like that.
Yo, hit me up. Let's get together, man. Let's do this shit.
T. Harris Bay.
Dabar Ahmath.
All right, Dabar, I'm taking off.
All right, no, I want to give some of the people some information real quick so they can know shit like this happens with a car. Huh?
No, police.
We did our investigation. We was headed this way anyway. We was right there when the family found out. We found out. We got here with the family. Anything happen like that, just give me a call. We on that. Yeah, we on that. They ain't telling us that yet. And we got real nigga University on North and Sherman. So the info right there. On North and Sherman, right there.
The number, the address, do it. You guys are welcome to stop by.
I'm Captain Dabar. Yeah.
I'm Marcus Wakar. Wakar. Name's Helen.
All right. Y'all be safe. Hit us up. We need to work. All right, y'all. Peace. Man, ISUPK, Under Commander General YAHANNA, Real Nigga University. Man, the Lord done an excellent work today. Man, yesterday there was a young man in Milwaukee named Jamal White. He was abducted by some idiots. You understand, the family has been absolutely distraught about the entire situation. So, of course, just like the Power Rangers that you know us to be, we switched into action. And what we did was we went, got with the, also big up to my main man, Walter Garron, my brother from the tribe of Issachar, the Mexicans as you know him. He came with us. He's with the Brown Berets. He came also, you know what I'm saying, in support. We went the whole way together. We went to the family's crib. We spoke to the father. We spoke to the aunt.
Some more family pulled up. Of course, there's always some, infiltration kind of thing going on with, other races trying to come and, do their thing, and that's fine. But what I want to highlight is how we got on that business, we stood on business. Then we found out where the boy was at. We went to that location. There was already a big crowd out there, so we had to do crowd control. People wanted to do acts of vigilante, or what they call it, vigilante activity. You know what I'm saying? So we calmed the people down because, of course, it's a very touching and passionate situation that we're going through when you got a 7-year-old boy abruptly taken from his family right in front of his house in the neighborhood while he riding his bike where he felt the most comfortable and the most safe to be. And I want Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to know this. It's now time for Black and brown people and Native American Indian people to come together as a community again. If you don't do this under the right auspices that you should have of what the Bible is telling you, Blacks, Hispanics, and all, we the children of the Lord. We gotta live in morality. If you do not, our neighborhoods aren't even safe. They're not safe, not even for us, against us. So, Commander YAHANNA, man, we want to let you know what I'm saying? You've been doing an excellent job at creating soldiers under our King Christ and the Most High, man. And it's an honor to be in this work with brothers like these brothers right here standing with me here in Milwaukee. If you got any questions or you need any services, man, you just hit that number at the bottom of this video. In the ISUPK Milwaukee zone, we absolutely here to lock it down. I want to also shout out, some people that was also there in addition to me and the Brown Berets, the ISUPK and the Brown Berets. We had a very notable brother in Milwaukee. His name's Von Mays, man, excellent brother. Family tied to the ISUPK as well. And hell, the whole city, for coming together in support to try to get this young brother back. We got him back. I wanna let the family know it don't stop here with the ISUPK. Something like that happened to you and your family, you will need counseling because of it. Well, here's what you have to understand. Commander General YAHANNA and the Israelite School of UPK has set up counselors in your zone to make sure you don't have to go through this by yourself. You understand? That's the point. So contact that number if you need some counsel. Even if you don't have the wherewithal to do it right now, the ISUPK will stay in contact with the father, will stay in contact with the aunt, will stay in contact with the entire family surrounding this situation. I ain't gonna hold you for too long. Check this footage out that we're about to drop right now. ISUPK under Commander General YAHANNA. Shout out to the Brown Berets. Shout out to Von Mays. Shout out to the city of Milwaukee for coming together, man, and doing what we do. Shalom.
Damn right, man. Damn right. That was excellent, brother. Damn, that was excellent. You know what I mean? And one thing I know about Captain Dabar, he's talking about he ain't gonna keep you too long. That brother will teach you all month. Give him the opportunity, boy. He'll teach you all month. I'm telling you. Yeah, hey, but that was excellent, man. I mean, goddamn, that was one hell of a thing. And like I said, big ups to you brothers, man. And guess what? That is what, unlike, just like Milwaukee, but all of these cities, man, everywhere our people are, they need brothers like you. They need leaders like, yourself, men that you got with you. You know what I mean? To help hold it down. Because I can see, now the videos that I saw in the crowd, I didn't even, like you said, they chopped it up, and I didn't even know the child was out there. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen some of them videos where y'all was recording, and I can recall some of them people. I seen a couple of them in the videos that I saw, but I did not see y'all, in those videos. So I see what you were saying about how they chopped it up. You know what I mean? And knowing that y'all were there every step of the way, that definitely should have been in that video. That should have been in that video, But, like you said, that's how the news do. You know what I mean? That is how they do. All right. But thank God that this is how the ISUPK do. Is regardless of being seen on the camera, we go get the job done. And you brothers got the job done. You know what I'm saying? Because when I saw the first video that I looked at, and when I heard that little boy screaming for his daddy, oh my God. I mean, I don't see how you can't be moved as a parent. You know what I mean? To hear your son cry. I immediately started thinking about my kids. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh man, it would take everything in me not to hurt somebody. You know what I'm saying? And to know that, like I said, you brothers sprung right into action, man. You know, that was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing thing. And to know that, like I said, you were there the entire step of the way. You understand? You brothers got out there and you didn't hesitate. And like you said, you had to do multiple things. You had to search for the little boy. You had to watch the house, make sure they ain't creep out the back with them. You know what I mean? You had to control the crowd. You know, you had to shut the devils down. Big up to that too. Shut that devil. Hey, shut them down real quick. We ain't trying to unite out here. You know what I'm saying? We are not trying to unite with y'all. You know? Hell yeah. So, but yeah, man, that whole thing, man, that's amazing. You know? And like I said, I had to hear the story, bro, because when I turned around and found out you was in, I saw, oh, that's the right brother right there. I know the little boy. I know he's safe. You know what I'm saying? I know he's safe with them men out there. You know what I'm saying? With the ISUPK in Milwaukee, oh, he's safe.
That's right.
Yeah, all right. So, yeah, man, go ahead, Kevin.
If I could, man, shit. If we didn't find them then, we wasn't gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. It was a lot of people that was there for the moment. They probably weren't gonna be there, but we was gonna be. We was prepared to continue the search for as long as we had it in us, man. That's just the facts. But if I could, I wanted to see my Solid ain't have nothing he want to ask. We'll see if I can get a couple scriptures, man, about this and how, you know, every man should be thinking that goes to do the work of the Lord. If you don't mind me asking, sir, if I may. All right, so let me get Ezekiel chapter 22 and 29. Because like this is the state. Actually, let me get that first scripture about the fatherless. Let me get that first one.
Psalms chapter 68, verse 5. Father to the fatherless.
A what?
Father to the fatherless.
Go ahead.
And judge of the widows.
That's the point. I see what you saw us do out here is exactly what we've been what's been ingrained in us to know as far as in the men to lead these cities under Commander General YAHANNA. We're gonna have to be a father to the fatherless, and we're gonna have to be a defense to the widows.
That's right.
And I know you think just the brother that young boy did have a father and he did have a mother, but at that point, when he was gone, he didn't have a father. At that point, when he was gone, his mother didn't have the defense. They were helpless. They counting on us to be able to do these kind of things. Here you go, yet you're putting your money in the wrong spot. You really want to be safe in these neighborhoods, then put your money where your mouth at.
That's right.
You understand? You want to do that? Send your tithe into the Israelite school of UPK.
That's right.
That's a tenth of everything the Lord gives you and the increase. Send it to ISUPK.com so we can build more and take more brothers and sisters off the streets and build them up to be the community that you so wish. You say you really want. Oh, what happened to the good old days?
Right.
Where, you know, it was more than just my father that was a father to me. It was my friend's father, and down the block, they father. Everybody's being a father to the children on the block. Everybody being a mother to the children on the block. Everybody's watching the block. If we would have had a community like that, it would have been impossible to kidnap that boy.
That's right.
Impossible. You understand? Absolutely impossible. So Let me get the other scripture if I could, please. Unless you want to say something on that, Cap. All right, go ahead. Let's get that other scripture.
Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 29. The people of the land have used oppression and exercised robbery.
Go ahead.
And have vexed the poor and needy.
Let me tell you why. Here's the real story. You want to know what the real story was? It wasn't because the mother and the father wanted to have some elaborate plan to kidnap their son that you think that they don't love because you don't love your child. You understand? Like here's the real psychology behind it. The internet wanted to run with a narrative that really doesn't fit the parents in the situation, but it actually fits you. You don't love your children enough, and you wish that was you so that you could have done that and you could have had benefited from a GoFundMe. That's the problem. But the family, that's not what they were on. You understand? The family, they were having to deal with the robbery. They had to deal with all of this kind of stuff, the robbery of their child too. Why? Because the poor. You understand? We so oppressed, we so poor. The real story is that these cats who did this, they heard that the mother had some money. She was supposed to be wealthy enough to be able to pay a ransom for her son. And so they decided to rob her first. That's what really happened. They wanted to rob her first, but they couldn't find her. She never showed up to the address. They out there staking. You know in the news the news where they showed that the Jeep was down the street waiting. The Jeep was down the street waiting for the mother to pull up so they could rob her. The mother never pulled up. So what happened was they saw the father pull up. Now they're getting anxious. You understand? They think that they're going to miss their window of opportunity. So what they did was they said, you know what? Instead of getting the mother, let's rob the father. So then they hopped out trying to rob the father. The father thought it was a robbery. He wasn't thinking his son was about to get kidnapped. He had no clue that was about to happen. If he would have knew that they would have tried to take his son, then he would have absolutely stand up and defended his son. On the contrary, he thought he thought somebody was trying to rob him. So of course, what you gonna do? Stand there when people are armed with a gun and you don't have weapons on you? You gonna just stand there and let them catch up to you and rob you? Absolutely not. You took off so you can fight another day or regroup and then put on, you know what I'm saying, a type of attack. But you know how the internet do it. They say, oh, he ran and left his son there because he was in some beef with some cats. He didn't know these cats.
That's right.
You understand? So because they were so desperate and oppressed, you understand, and vexed because of what they need and poor, you know what they did? Oppression drove them to do a last ditch opportunity to try to get some money, and that was to take that boy. And they took that boy. Go ahead, priest.
Yeah, Shalaki, if I could add on what you were talking about, they said in the news, they brought up in the news that he was big time drug dealer, but they never said about the boy. They just do one little skit and then but they made her a drug dealer, a whole big ass skit. I mean, a whole bigger skit. But they put the little child as a small skit because that's the news. That's the news, and it's what's that called?
Misleading.
Yes, misleading.
Right, and they absolutely give them a hand. And that's what the news is here for. The media is here to discourage you and to break whatever morality that you might have, and to portray you as an animal, and as a drug dealer or a drug addict or a murderer, or you know what I'm saying, a sexual assaulter, or you know what I'm saying, some kind of vermin. That's what they want you to leave. That's what they want to put there out for you. They don't put the actual stuff first. And so yeah, and like with that being said, because oppression and poverty, that was their last ditch effort to try to get some money out of them, because hell, they already went this far. They went as far as to try to rob the father after they was trying to rob the mother after staking out. They're desperate. You understand? They're poor. They're oppressed. So, and I'm not making an excuse for these cowards. What I'm saying is that, you know, if they would have instead came and knocked on Real Nigga University, they would have ended up having an opportunity to be better men. And now we wasted 2 more brothers who absolutely got some courage. They had enough courage to do that, but they had misplaced courage because of the oppression that they're going through, Cat. And also, you know, with that being said, man, let's go to verse 30.
Verse 30. And I sought for a man among them.
Now the Lord sought for a man among them, right? All of this oppression that we're going through, Cat, the Lord is seeking for men among the oppression, among the robbery, among the poor, among the vexed, among the needy. He sought for a man among them. Go ahead.
That should make up the hedge.
What is the hedge? The hedge is the protection.
That's right.
A protection around the people. And you know who failed at that? The Christian church failed at that. The Christian church, your pastors, your imams, you know, your priests, they all failed at that. These people supposed to be your bishops. Eddie Long, instead of protecting you, he wants to have sex with you. You understand? In fake Israelite groups, instead of being a man, they want to be the woman. They're bending over for it. Imagine a woman pulling your hair. That's what was happening with him. You understand? Instead, you overlook men that the Lord then raised up to be a protection for you and a hedge for you. A hedge is something like a gate or a door or something that guards the walls around something that's precious. That's right. Like in this building right here, what's precious to me in this building are the souls that are in this building. That's right. And that's why there are walls around us. And that's why there's a door right there so that we can know who's coming in and who's coming out. You understand? That's why when we lock it up, we close that gate. We put that big old chain around it. That's the hedge to protect this school. Well, the nation is supposed to have men to stand up from among them, not from other races. That's right. You understand? Not from, you know, other walks of life, from other families. That's right. Not from white people, not from Asians, not from East Indians, definitely not from Jewish people, but from among you. Right. Is what the Lord said he would raise you up to be a hedge. Go ahead. That's right. To do what?
And stand in the gap before me for the land.
And listen, we are the ones who petition, you understand, and ask the Lord to please have mercy on this nation. That's we stand in the gap underneath our King Yahushua, who is in the gap. He's the mediator between you and the Lord. He's the one who got keys to hell and death. And we asking Christ to have some damn mercy on our brothers and our sisters by doing what we do every damn day that you think is nothing. It's the exact reason why we was able to get Jamal White back. That's right. Because the Lord saw the work that we was doing in this city, brother, and decided to stand in the gap for that brother. Go ahead, in this land. Go ahead.
That I should not destroy.
That what?
I should not destroy.
That, and that's why I say we got to give all the honor to the Most High in Christ, because that's the reason why Jamal came back home. Read.
But I found none.
Well, guess what? Now that was then. Well, our King laid his life down and taught us how to do that, and now there are some. They're in the Israelite school of UPK. Now drop down. No, that was it. We good right there. You understand? I just wanted to say, you know what I'm saying, and bring out some scriptures, man, to give some perspective on why we do what we do. That's why we stand in the gap. You understand? Why we stand in the gap so that our people can be protected. And I mean, really, actually get up, get out your bed. Yeah, I know you had something else you wanted to do on Saturday. How about you? How about you? I know we had other things. Other brothers was working or slaving them, excuse me. They was out here doing what they had to do to keep the school afloat. But then we was like, you know what? Who would we be to not put ourselves in the gap for our brothers? Who would we be to not put our lives on the line? We'd be some cowards. You understand? That's why you're gonna see more footage of the brothers in Milwaukee doing crazy things that you would think is crazy. Like hell, when I went live the other night, it's 2-something in the morning. I done worked the whole 9. 2 in the morning, I'm out here talking to a brother in front of the school, feeding them and all that by myself. You understand? Because you have to be extreme. You can't be mild. You can't be passive. You're gonna have to be extreme if you want extreme results.
Right.
And listen, like a fisherman does, and you better get a strong net before you throw it out there in that water.
That's right.
If you really want to fish these brothers, man, you're gonna have to really put some care into it. You know what it takes for a fisherman to make a net? I don't think people know that. I want you to go to YouTube and I want you to just Google what's the process of making a fisher's net on your own.
That's right.
You understand? And look how meticulous it is. Look how time consuming it is. How much skill and craft you have to do that. Why? Just so you can cast your net out there and bait fish in to your net.
That's right.
You understand? There's no other job greater than what the Israelite School of UPK has been doing under Commander General YAHANNA since 1969.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? One more time, man. Let me big up Commander General YAHANNA. Let me big up the generals, the captains in every zone. Let me big up the officers, the troopers, the young men, and of course these beautiful sisters.
That's
you know what I'm saying? That do everything that they can do behind the scene that you'll never see.
Right.
Because you'll never see them. We protect them sisters. And because we love our sisters. We love our daughters. We never put them out on Front Street, do all that crap, because we know that we supposed to be standing in the gap. You know what I'm saying? So if any other brother want to say anything, go ahead, feel free to say something before we get out of here. No, I'm cutting the time short.
If I could, sir, you know, they kept the bar, you know, during that whole situation, you know, like you said earlier, a lot of us, you know, I was getting off the slave. That's right. Captain Bar sent the message officers, emergency, coming to the school ASAP. We all gathered up in the school, found out we going on this mission one night, and you know, it was go time. That's right. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is what it takes. It takes brothers to come together. This is exactly what our King wanted us to do. Right. Gather ourselves together. You know what I'm saying? And give a damn about one another. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole movement going around talking about, man, you know what I'm saying? If that woman have kids, man, F them kids, man. You know what I'm saying? No, you can't say that. You can't do that. That's because we all have to come together and we have to raise our communities. We have to raise these children. We have to look after them, man. We have to go back to a time where, you know, our kids would go outside and play and we all looked out for them. That's you know what I'm saying? I used to get whooped. I did something I was supposed to do. My neighbor whooped me. I go home, my mom and my dad whooped me. That's right. You got to bring it back to that time, man. And you got to care about our community, man, because that's what our King wanted us to do.
All right. That's right. Want to say something?
I'm good.
Tonight?
If I could, just on how the scene looked out there when we first got out there, you know, the community cares about the community.
That's right.
It just sometimes it be in the wrong. If they can just, you know, discipline themselves enough to come in here and use that for the Lord, you know what I'm saying? It'll be no kidnappings going on because we all know each other. You know what I'm saying? And we all be looking out for each other, like you said. Your son is my son. Your daughter is my daughter. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask.
Right. Damn right. Yep. That's pretty much it. That's everybody.
That's it, sir.
I'm ready to hear some more. I'm ready to hear. Hey, let me ask you this, Cap. Was there an incident where the brother ended up shooting at some people that came to help look for the boy? Did that actually happen?
Absolutely, that happened. Absolutely, that happened. He went to jail behind it because of the situation that was going on. The family was on high alert, and so a couple cars were coming around, and they kept circling the block. And you know, in Milwaukee, when cars circle blocks, see, it's also a gunslinging state. I don't know if y'all knew that. So when they started seeing cars that they didn't know, you know, the brother and you know what I'm saying, going through what he just went through, being on a heightened sense of defense, being untrained, of course, and you know, going off his emotion. He shot at the vehicle, and he was arrested. And you know, I kind of sympathize with him. You know what I mean? But then again, it's like nobody trained him.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody trained him on how to deal with these situations, and it always ends up with us shooting first and then asking questions later when those people came to help. But of course, you never would have known. So in one instant, he could have been on point, absolutely done the right thing. On the other hand, he couldn't, and that's what you're dealing with, and that's how you lose your freedom. So I do want to say, you know, man, big up to that family, man. Again, Captain Dabar and the Israel School UPK, we here for you. You know, I know the people want to hear from you. You know, just we gonna keep in touch with you. I don't know about anybody else, but we keep in touch with you. That's for anything we do in Milwaukee.
That's right.
Whether we had to, you know, do a burial service for a brother, you know, that knew he was an Israelite.
That's
we've done a few of those here in Milwaukee too. So, you know, but after that, it's my job to follow up with the family and provide counseling. It don't stop. Just because, and listen, there were a lot of people out there just for the limelight. It was just a lot of people out there just for the limelight. But then there was more people out there to make sure that boy got home.
Right.
And I can't say thank you to the city of Milwaukee enough for putting that pressure on law enforcement to make them act as quick as they should have, because they dropped the ball with the Amber Alert initially.
Yeah.
You know, if that Amber Alert went out, listen, I think that the incident happened at like 7, something like that at night. The Amber Alert didn't issued. The Amber Alert wasn't issued up until 12 that night. If they would have let that Amber Alert go out immediately, then the whole city of Milwaukee would have been looking for that Jeep.
Right.
They would have found that Jeep immediately. You see? But man, it was on some old car wash type vibes. It was giving me. Y'all remember the movie Car Wash?
Yeah, right.
It's giving me that type of vibe. You know, so stupidity. Waste of men who have potential to come and be something.
Right.
That's exactly what you're gonna do out here. You either gonna choose the ISUPK, which is life, or you're gonna just choose death. Go handle your business, because we really ain't asking for people to come in here. We really just want to help you save your stupid ass life. With your stupid little mind clue what the hell is going on out here, or how to lead men, or how to build women, or how to raise children, because you're a selfish bastard.
That's right.
Wake the hell up. Join the Israelite School EPK and see if you can join these ranks.
That's right.
Damn right, yeah. Damn right. Yeah, but I'm glad that you actually cleared everything up, you know, because, hey, had you not have done that, it probably would have been about 10, 12 more stories out there of what's supposedly happened and why, you know what I mean? So, yeah, big ups again, you know, for everything that you have done for that family, you know what I mean? Because I can tell, you know what I'm saying? About hearing I heard her speak a couple times on some videos, and I could tell that she was confident, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, now knowing that you all was front line, you know what I mean, and that you were right there. I can see where her comfort came from, you know what I mean, and it was you and your men, you know, by y'all being right there, you know what I'm saying, like I said, from start to finish, you know. That's right. And that's crazy that they didn't hit the alarm, and they got, and it's just not in Milwaukee. They doing this all over. They got a problem with pushing these buttons now. They're sitting there in the office. They just got a button to push. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like for the tornado here in St. Louis. So for some odd reason, they didn't push the button because they didn't know who was supposed to push the button. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's stupid. You got a tornado, you push the button. That's what you do. You have a child missing, you push the button, you hit the alert. And to find out that they did it 3-4 hours later, that's insane.
Right.
But meanwhile, what is that little girl name that they still talking about? What is that little girl name? God damn it.
Might be Amber.
No, not Amber. The other one, John Benet Ramsey. You know, they still talking about that little girl.
They still
They
talking.
still
That's true.
talking about that little girl, man. They didn't hesitate to push the button for. They still pushing the button for. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
for a little white girl. But
Right.
then for our little brother, like you said, the button gets pushed 3 or 4 hours later. That's insane.
Right.
You know,
Right.
that's insane, and that's intentional.
Right.
That is intentional on these devils' behalf, man. You know what I mean? And this is why in the ISUPK we don't unite with them people because it's not going to work. But hey, Captain Dabar Ahmath did the right thing out there, letting them brothers and sisters know. Don't fall for that. Do not fall for that. You know, because guess what? It's going to get us nowhere. It's going to get us nowhere trying to unite with them. You know what I mean? So, man, I mean, like I said, big ups again, man, to you and your crew, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all did an amazing job out there, man. Like I said, there's one less missing child, you know what I'm saying, in the city, and then, you know, amongst our people, period. You know?
That's right.
So, like I said, that was some amazing work. That video was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to know that y'all was on the scene, I can't say it enough. Y'all was there, you know, from start to finish. Like, man, you know. So, like I said, big ups to you again, brother. The water for jumping on, man, doing this interview with me. Like I said, y'all story, man. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I know my co-hosts appreciate it too, the Atlanta Braves. You know what I'm saying? I know he appreciates it too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right. So look, we ain't gonna hold you, man. Look, hey, I appreciate y'all coming on. You know what I mean? And guess what? Officer Maya Shala, the Atlanta Brave, he made that thumbnail. Put that thing together. He said that the real heroes are in the ISUPK. And that's correct about what he said.
That's right.
He is correct. That was correct. You know what I mean? Because you don't see this going down anywhere else. Like you said, there was no purple, no candy cane, none of those out there. You know?
That's right. That's
right. To do something real. You know what I mean? To get out there and get on the front line for something real, oh no. They ain't doing that.
If I could.
Go ahead, Captain.
Without 300 men.
Right. Oh, you got to put that out there.
Right. They only feel safe and comfortable with 300 men.
Right.
I feel good with 4.
That's right.
Yeah, I really feel good by myself.
Right.
But you know, I feel good with 4. You know what I'm saying? Like we just cut from a different cloth.
That's right.
And the cloth is not purple.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Absolutely. You correct. They ain't going out there if it ain't 300 of them. You know, they'll never do the job that you did. You and them men hurry up. Like you said, Quan got off slave, and he rushing, Samson rushing, you know what I'm saying? Everybody rushing, you know what I mean, to get out there and save little man. And like I said, that was amazing. You know, like I said, I'm telling you, when I watched that video, with the camera, the door cam footage several times, brother, and that scream of his for his daddy, boy. Oh, that did something to me. That did something to me, brother. Oh my God. And then to find out that you all went to work and found him, that did something more to me. You know what I mean? I was damn right. That's my brother right there. You know what I'm saying? Those are my brothers. You know, and like I said, I'm sure the city of Milwaukee, man, is absolutely grateful for you all. You know what I'm saying? Like the aunt, she did speak on you know what I'm saying, the community and everybody that helped. And I know she was talking about you all. So like I said, man, amazing job. Look, I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna let my Charlotte get in there, and after that, we're gonna close out. Whoever wanna, say the last word, then we're gonna get about it. Go ahead, my Charlotte.
Can't hear you, my Charlotte.
Slugger, can you hear me now, sir?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, count on kind. Now, I just want to say the water to you, sir, and the men with you that you know what I'm saying. Like, just listening to that whole thing, how y'all got out there and did y'all thing, man. It's just inspiring, man. Like, anybody that hear this, like, why wouldn't you want to be for your people, man? Like, why wouldn't you? To do things like this and to come together as a people, like, like the Most High told us to do, man. And that's just a perfect example of us coming together, using the resources that we have and getting out there and helping our people, man, and being that protection that you said. You know what I'm saying? So I just thought that man, that was a glorious thing, sir, to watch.
That's right. Wow. Water to you. And I just want to say, man, every opportunity that we get to inspire, you know what I mean? Hell, even just the brothers in the school, but I mean, men in the world and sisters in the world, we want to take that opportunity. Remember, this work of the Lord, you got to be an opportunist. You got to be an opportunist, or you will miss the opportunity to fish somebody into this school. Like right now, I would like to take the opportunity to big up the Midwest Fire Weekend coming on July the 31st.
Damn right.
If you're not there, you're going to miss out on something great. Listen, now, what this is the 8th or 9th when we had the Goggle Bar? Which one this is, Cat? 9th, 8th? One of them joints, but listen, be there. I mean, we're going to have everybody in the building, man. Commander General YAHANNA going to be there with a powerful lecture. General Muhammad going to be there giving that excellent interstellar scripture breakdown. It's out of this world, brother. You understand?
Yeah, right.
Then, you know we're going to be at the school after that. You know what I mean? Then we're going to be at the club because we got to go out and touch the people. Right. What kind of person doesn't get out and mingle with the people? I don't understand what type of sucker you got to be to not enjoy your people. I don't even understand that. Then, after that, the Midwest Fire Weekend is always going to have that wonderful black and brown cookout. Make sure you come through. It's going to be food there, drink there, music there. Brothers and sisters from the world going to be out there. Hell, we got a celebrity guest called Captain Tazar Yacht going to be in the building. Right. Big Timid Killer, everybody killer. My bad, my bad. EDK Yacht, y'all. Everybody killer. You know what I mean? Man, also, I want to take this opportunity to our new podcast that we got coming up strong called Captain's Corner. Captain Gargoyle, I'm trying to get you on there as soon as possible. It's going to be an action-packed weekend for the Midwest Fire Weekend, but every captain that's out there, it ain't safe for you. We're going to get you. That's right. We're going to get you in the Captain's Corner. We want to be able to grow this baby, man, and, make sure that the world gets to see, the excellent work that's going on with the captains in the Israelite School of UPK. Not to say that the officers and the troopers ain't doing their thing. And we definitely got some things planned for them as well. Right. But I definitely want to highlight from, Captain Tower all the way down to the lowest captain, which might be me. Right. You understand? At the end of the day, I want all captains to be highlighted because what we doing is insane out here in this work. And sometimes you just got to boast in the Lord. Ain't no captains on any military with the Lord's captains in the army. That's right. Fact.
Damn right. Damn right. Damn right. Absolutely. All right. Was that your close out, brother? That was you closing out?
That was it.
All right. All right. All right. Well, look, that was amazing. All right. And listen, make sure, like you said, brother mentioned the Midwest Fire Weekend that's coming up, man, July 31st. All the way to August 4th. Make sure y'all are there. You know what I mean? That black and brown unite, we mean that. You know what I mean? That's, that's what these is so for. It's for our people to come together. Right?
That's right.
So like they did in Milwaukee, we came together to help find that brother, that little brother Jamal White. Guess what? Now we can turn around and come together at the Midwest Fire Weekend, and not just at the cookouts, but class, like you said, get in the ISUPK, man. Whatever city you are in, attack them immediately. Immediately. Because as we see, this is needed. The ISUPK is needed everywhere. You know? But when the brother turned around and did not know what to do, you know, when he faced, you know what I'm saying, adversity, he didn't know. But guess what? He come in here, he can get trained, and he can know. He can know, and then, you know what I'm saying, turn around and be some better outcomes, you know, versus what ended up happening. But like I said, but I do thank the Most High that the little brother was found and he was safe, and he wasn't harmed, man, because I mean, I was thinking a lot of things that could have happened to him while he was under these, you know what I'm saying? These, I don't even want to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was bad enough. Because I mean, when I saw him running, I was like, wait a minute, is he running for the little boy? You know what I'm saying? You could tell because he was on it, you know, I said, oh, man, no, he ain't. You know, and then showed up, he picked him up, I said, God, you know. So, like I said, man, but guess what? If we all return around and serve the Most High, that's how we prevent this stuff from happening. That's how we prevent this stuff from happening. We have to return to our God. You know, we out there in Buddhism. What the brother say? He a Moor. We Moors, we Buddhists, we Christians, we in all kinds of shit, except for the right shit. You know?
Right.
And this is where we need to be. This is where we all need to be right here. So that we all can be safe, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, look, I ain't gonna hold you brothers, man. Again, bottom for coming on, man, telling y'all a story. You know what I'm saying? It was amazing, man. It was like big up. And guess what? Next time, man, ISUPK Milwaukee, everybody in Milwaukee need to contact Captain of 10,000, Dabar Ahmath. He had a number on. You know what I'm saying? You need to contact these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? We facing some extreme times, and you're gonna need some extreme brothers to produce some extreme results. And I think Captain Ahmath and his soldiers have just that. You know what I'm saying? You brothers improved just that. Y'all, and the water from you too, brother. We gone, man.
Hey, Jamal,
Damn right.